That's not even funny.
Oh, for real.
Greetings and welcome to the table in the tavern. And this week we're discussing our adventures as a barista, I suppose. Waiting for the rest of us to get on board and get on, that being Chris or Drake. But until then, I'd like to go ahead and go around the virtual table, introduce everyone that's going to be playing tonight. Starting to my right, I guess that way. I'll turn the opposite direction. Will be Brandon. Brandon, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and a little bit about the character you'll be playing tonight?
One, I'll be, like Patrick said, I'm Brandon. I work with Patrick Dean, otherwise known as Captain Monmento. I'll be playing a mountain fighter dwarf by the name of Gert Stoneship. And he is the first mate.
Brandon, I'm having a little difficulty hearing you, bud. You're fading in that.
I agree. I'm having I was having a hard time as well.
Hmm.
Sorry about that. I have one. Is this better?
Nope.
Settings.
Bueller.
It's on Chris.
Well, what headset are you using?
I'm using the new one. It's the same one like you gave him, Patrick. It's wired. So I have no idea what's going on with it.
Was there something wrong with the one I gave you?
Yeah, it stopped allowing sound.
All right, well, you sound okay now. Okay. You just weren't speaking up,
Oh, okay.
sounds like to me. Because you sound
Yeah,
fine right now.
That's probably
Just
what it is.
project. And let's
Yep.
go ahead and go again. To my right here is Brandon. Brandon, why don't you tell us a little about the character you're going to be playing tonight and yourself?
Sorry about that, guys. Like Patrick said, I am Brandon. I work with Patrick and Dean, otherwise known as Captain Toe. I'll be playing a mountain fighter by the name of Gert Stoneship, and he is the first mate.
All right, thank you for that. Continuing on, we have Dean. Dean, why don't you tell us a little about yourself and about the character you're going to be playing tonight. Little tongue tied there.
Yes, I'm going to be playing Von Devento, or Captain Von Devento of the Greasy Roger.
Mhm.
Fun, shenanigans, and a lot of good time. What we're doing is going on a wonderful adventure with my wonderful first mate and the rest of my crew, aka Gracie, which is playing Elvira, and Chris, which is going to be playing Tarzinster. I think that we're going to have a wonderful time tonight here on the table in the tavern. Sorry, I had to do that.
Thank you for that. All right,
No problem.
continuing on, we do have Gracie. Gracie, why don't you tell us a little bit about the character you're playing and a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, so as I don't know why your name just blinked. But yeah, as you mentioned before,
As that one
I'm
person.
gonna be playing I'm sorry.
Hey, you with the face.
I know I should know your name. I feel so bad.
It's like I'm like the only person probably you've ever met with this name.
Like the Winchesters, Dean.
Haha!
Yeah,
I like it.
Mike Dean. But yeah, as Dean said, I'm gonna be playing a character named Elvira. She is a tiefling sorcerer, and she also has a level in rogue. A bit of a troublemaker, very loyal to Lady Bell. And in our current situation, we are fighting some monsters to go retrieve a heartstone for Lady Bell.
Indeed, you are.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot to also say that I'm a human fighter with 1 level in Bard. My bad, guys.
He also has a wifey at home. And-
Yes, with 4 kiddos.
Oh, I'm talking about your in-game wifey.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that too. Oh, my bad. Well, we don't know.
All right. So there you have it. If you guys, I see Dean and Brandon is on roll 20. I'm not sure if Gracie you're on there too. Sometimes you show up a little bit incognito.
Sorry, I'm there.
Incognito.
You're fine. Oh, I see you. Okay. All right. Why don't we go ahead and do a little bit of a recap of what happened the last time we were playing, and we'll see if Chris ends up popping on before we get started back around. Go ahead.
I volunteer Gracie as tribute.
Okay.
Gracie, as true.
Alright. So, we are starting to make our way to Orlane when, in like the mouth of like the river that like goes toward it, I informed Lady Belle where he was, and she's like, hey, I need you to actually fight these night hags, which is part of a witch's coven. So we stop at the port because some harpies kind of tore up our sails. So we're currently mending those. And while those are getting mended, Elvira, Captain Bond, and Tarzinster went to the lighthouse, which is kind of where the harpies came from. Gert stayed back on the ship. So we're making our way up. We ran into this beautiful woman, and hello, Chris.
Well, hello there, Chris, aka Tarzinster.
Hello.
We've been expecting you.
Did I interrupt something awkward?
Well,
Oh yes, 100%.
she was doing the recap, and you know how your mic loves Gracie.
Oh, I can mute it.
That's how I knew Chris was here. Okay, sorry. Back to the story. So we met a beautiful woman, and and she was like, "Hey, you should stay in these buildings, and we'll provide shelter." And she just seemed pretty sketchy. So
You're just being
They just-
hospitable. Please.
mhm. And so Vaughn decided just to keep the men on the ship and relax. So we go up the mountain past the graveyard, and when we did, we seen that it looked like there was a freshly buried grave. Like there was just a lot of graves, but when you looked around, there was hardly any people, kind of thing. And so we
Wasn't adding
continue.
up.
Yeah, it's not adding up. And so as we continued, the vibes were off, and we felt that something was watching us. And then that's when we got into this glorious battle with some spitters, aka spiders. So
Oh.
yeah, we are we were fighting some spiders, and then that's when Tarzinster absolutely wrecked a couple of them, and that's when war showed up, and then this monster glob plant thing showed up. So yeah, we are now in the middle of fighting a giant brush pile and a couple of spiders.
A giant brush pile. I like it.
Have you
And
guys
it healed
seen
itself with a
the?
lightning bolt.
Have you guys seen the graveyard I made yet?
Would the
There he
brush
goes.
pile be like a shambling mound?
You guys look at the roll 20 screen, you'll see the graveyard that I actually created on roll 4.
Oh, nice.
Incarnate.
That is awesome.
Yeah. But yeah, you also have, of course, your map in which you guys were on, your battle map.
Yeah.
And
So I think I missed last session. So my question was: is the shrub pile a shambling mound?
yes,
Okay, just checking.
the shrub pile is shambling.
But the description of it as a shrub pile was quite nice and unique.
Oh, of it being a brush pile.
Real nice brush.
So, with no further ado, I found our initiative orders from the last time we played, and it just so happens the top of that initiative is Tarzan's turn. So, Tars, last you remember probably, last turn, a large storm had appeared above the battlefield. That
Yeah,
being, of course, the big blue
Looking at the
thing.
map, I remember what was going on there. So
That's the big blue thing.
I have everything pulled up. I'm waiting on Tars to load right now.
No, you're fine. So, then next up will be Elvira, and then Captain Bontevita.
Yeah.
However, Brandon,
Yes.
would you go ahead and roll me an initiative, please?
Yes, I can. A 12.
Okay. So as it turns out, you will actually be last in initiative, so that works out.
I can only imagine when you see this tiny dwarf running and it's like, hey!
Hey, you over there. Great to meet ya.
Okay.
Like, oh yeah.
I am ready to. So there's a lot of spiders.
Yeah, there's a big spider here, big spider there, couple of dead spiders over here, even across the road there's one, and there's another one behind. There's a shambling mound here.
The shrub.
You have your comrades that are up close and personal with that shambling mound.
Okay. I am going to. Each square is how
5.
many feet? 5, and I can move 30, right?
Yes, sir. Last I checked. Let's take a look.
5,
Yeah.
10.
It looks like you
Wait.
have a heroic
Let's-
inspiration as well.
Me?
Yes.
Cool. I'm going to eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Is this one right here in the web or on the ground?
That one is up in the web. That is yes. In the
And
web.
then this one's on the ground.
That is correct.
Okay. I'm going to target the one in the web with my staff of thunder and lightning. I'm going to use a lightning bolt on it out of my staff. So that is the staff is a +7 to hit, and the lightning strike is a DC 17 Dex save on and it's 120 feet, 5 feet wide, 120 feet long, 96 points of damage.
Nice.
Our spider gets a +3 for this save. He rolls a 19, so that's going to be a 22 for the save. So that means it's going to take half damage, correct?
Sounds like a plan. I'm going to do the little 9d6 right here on roll 20. That way I don't incur the wrath of a small furry critter. And I got a 37.
37. So half of 37 would be 15. 14,
18.
Yeah, 19. We always round up, so it would be 19 points of damage.
All right.
Yeah. Okay.
And let's see. What else would I like to do? I don't feel like casting Misty Step, and I'm not hand-to-hand combat, so I'm not going to 2-weapon fight. So I will make sure I'm where I want to be. Let's see, 10, 20. Yeah. These spiders move about the same rate, about 30.
That's a safe assumption.
I'm going to move another 5 feet this way. All right. And I'm doing my turn.
Okay. All right. So you launch your lightning bolt into the web at the giant spider. It casts through the web, and you see the spider bound out of the way just in time to avoid the brunt of the lightning bolt. But it is still injured. You feel pretty well. Okay. You feel as though if you had hit it squarely, you would have killed it. That it narrowly escaped death.
What? Can I ask a question?
Yes.
What is the thing next to Captain Von DeVento?
The thing.
To the right. That thing. That has allowed me to select it. What? What is
that? Was. Let me remember. This is one of your guys's. Jeez.
Is that something that's now dead?
Hold on. I don't think we need to be worried about that.
I have no idea what it is. It just I clicked on it and it popped up like it was something.
I believe that this is an object created by a spell effect by one of our characters here. I believe that this is a summon, and this is what I'm using to display it. I'm just trying to discover who's.
Was it elemental?
Wasn't it the storm?
No.
Was it the somebody summoned an elemental last time?
I believe that is supposed to be the sword. I believe that
Oh
is
yeah, that
Captain
is the sword.
Von
That is the sword.
DeVento's
Yep,
dancing
sorry. I
long
was looking at
sword.
something different.
The dancing sword. All right, thank you.
Yeah.
That's it. All right, I just was confused. Thank you.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I completely get that. That is a very bad representation of a longsword, isn't it?
No, I was like, is Captain about to get
It
eaten?
really
from
took me off too. I was like, wait, you're right. What the hell is so? Give me just a moment. Let me see if I can find something a little bit better to represent that.
I mean, now that we know what it is, I'm cool with it. I just was like, what is this?
Yeah, no, I get it. There is a, you know, I may end up using that. That's what I'm going to do. There's no confusion. To better represent your thing, it's going to be a broomstick.
Yes. That is perfect. Oh, yeah. That is
So the broomstick until
I
I
like my
find
broomstick.
another, create a new one. That's going to be your dancing longsword.
I'm gonna be sweeping crime with this one.
So, Captain, can I have this dance with your broom?
So
Done.
it is currently Elvira's turn. So Elvira, Captain Vaughn stands beside you with his dancing longsword, you know, thrashing about at this large shambling mound, while Tarzinster shoots lightning bolts at the spiders that encroach upon your position, shooting webs at you. A storm brews above, and the lightning strike has actually hit the shambling mound and seems to have imbued it with new life. You, of course, hear a cackle in the distance, and you believe that this may be the form of some dark entity, perhaps the hag that your mother, Lady Bell, as you aptly put, has sent you here after. With that, what would you like to do?
I would like to cast Magic Missile at the second level.
At the second what?
At second level?
At second level. And what is your
Yeah.
destination for this magic missile? You have 4 bolts.
So it's gonna go 2 each. So I'm gonna go 2 at the spider, and 2 at the brush bow.
I assume you mean both of these creatures down here. So you're going to hit 2
Yes.
of them at this one and 2 of them at this one. Very good. Go ahead and make damage rolls. They have no save, and is no attack. So roll away. Remember to
Ready?
add 1 to each one of the d4s.
Yes. So 1 was 2 damage. 1 is 5.
So that's 7. I'll apply that to the spider. Okay. And what are the other 2?
1 is 3 and 1 is 5, so it'd be 8 damage.
1 is 3 and 1 is 5.
Yes.
8 damage. Okay. All right. So. Ooh. Yeah, it's pretty nasty right there. Okay.
And I believe that'll be it. I can't
Alright.
really do anything else. So
So, magic bolts of energy burst from your fingertips, assailing the villains before you. That brings us to Captain Matt or Captain
What?
Von DeVinto.
Captain who? Matt?
Von DeVinto.
Alrighty.
I was about to say
So-
Captain Magic Broomstick. I'm just kidding.
Nice. Alrighty. Speaking of this, I am going to. Right. No, I'm kidding. I'm not a barbarian.
I use a bonus action to rage.
I would like to rage. I'm going to use my first attack is just going to be a flame tongue longsword on fire towards the big old shrub pile. 14 plus 8. That is going to be. I suck at math. That's going to be 22. Does that 22 hit?
22 would hit the brush pile as you put it.
Sweet. 2d6, and then I'm going to do my main attack, which is 1d8 plus 5. A 1d8 plus 5. I'm rolling right now. There it is. 4 regular damage and 5 fire damage. 4 regular, 5 fire.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much.
And then my.
so-
Go ahead. Yeah.
4 regular.
Yeah, my rapier. I'm going to. Are you finished with what you're doing?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, I'm doing my offhand rapier.
Okay.
19 plus 8, that is 27.
That hits.
Plus 9, 28. I mean, nevertheless, yeah. 1d6, 1d8 plus 6. 8 plus 6, 8. 14 damage. Piercing.
14.
Yes.
Okay.
And I'm doing attacking again.
Sure.
So flame tongue longsword again.
All right.
Oof. Does a 16 hit?
16 does hit.
Okay, cool. Good. Very good. 12 for regular, and oof, 11 for fire. 12 regular, 11 fire, so that's 23.
You said how much was the regular? The fire?
Fire was 11.
And will that end your turn?
I'm technically with the rapier again.
Okay.
Because why not? Thought about doing something else with my new spells, but I'm like, eh.
Okay.
Does a 12 hit?
12 does hit.
Wow, okay.
No, I'm sorry. 12 does not hit. I'm so sorry.
I didn't think so. I
I
thought it was like 13 from last time I remember, but yeah, okay. In that case, I think okay, that's going to be for now. Yeah.
Have you attacked with your flying longsword yet, or dancing longsword?
I have not, but didn't you say that it has to do with like a bonus action or something like that?
No. Okay, so you throw it out. Okay, that
Yeah.
requires a bonus action.
Oh,
After that,
that's
it
confusing,
attacks on its own, given that you have a designation. So it doesn't take up any more, whatever.
Yeah, and
So
that's cool. I misunderstood you last time. I apologize.
So, it attacks with a
+8 hit DC, And it's like is it like a, let's see.
Yeah, it attacks with a plus
30
6.
feet.
Attacks with yours.
So, yeah, it's going to attack that spider that's just a little bit below the shrub.
Okay. You're going to have it move around to attack the spider.
You got that right.
Okay. Make an attack.
I misunderstood last time. Thank you for reiterating that.
No problem. You just have to give it a target.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. That's going to be 21.
21 hits.
1d8 plus 5. 4. That's going to be 9. Hits 9.
Okay. All right.
Hey.
You see the sword attack and sever one of the legs. And will that complete your
Yes,
turn?
that will complete my turn. Yes, correct.
Okay. So, as you guys are in the midst of combat, you hear a commotion behind you.
Well, that was a gnarly
Over in this
motion.
area here. You guys can all see that area where I'm.
Yep.
We'll see. You see a Gert. You see Gert rise up on top of the rock and utters what?
Oh, Captain, my Captain.
That was something he really wanted to do.
Oh, yes.
And as you turn to see Gert, you see that he is followed by members of the crew.
Yes.
So Gert has arrived with a number of crew members to assist in combat. Gert, it is your turn. You come upon a site to behold a bunch of large giant spiders that assail the crew, as well as Captain Vaughn put it, a shrub is attacking the party.
So it's our trusty first officer and 5 members of the Lollipop Gang.
Yes. And so a large storm seems to have appeared above the party, but we'll get into that more after your turn is over. For now, what would you like to do?
I'm going to move forward. Okay. I would like to attack that one with my Witch Bolt after moving forward a little, 20 feet.
All right. It appears that it is within 40 feet of you, and I think that the Witch Bolt has a range of 30, unless you have a different capability with it that I'm not aware of.
No, it is 30 feet, so that's why I wanted to move up 20 feet.
You should be able to utilize, maybe not. Let me make an adjustment to that. Okay. And so, give me just one moment. There you go. All players may now move that character. Go ahead. That puts you in range. Just about. Looks like just about. Looks like you might have to get right underneath the brim of that cloud. I know that's what you're trying to stay away from. I understand. I get it.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Each square is 5 feet.
each square is 5 feet.
So
Yeah,
you need
he's
to
using the ruler.
Oh,
So it looks like we have to be just inside of it to use my Witch Bolt. Yep.
To the dark side.
Yep. That is perfectly fine. Alright, I'm gonna roll for hit.
All right.
Does a 13 hit?
I'm not sure that it will. Let's find out. It narrowly misses, so it is aware of your presence as you all are out to the crew and turns to see you advance And as you do, you fire your witch bolt and it ducks underneath it just at the last second.
Okay.
Will that end your turn?
Can I use? No, I can't. I can't do that with my first level witch bolt. I can't use firebolt as my second attack, can I? Okay. Then yeah, that'll be the end of my turn.
All right, so I'm going to utilize the players, or the crew. I'll go ahead and make their actions, but are you giving them any specific orders, or are you just like, here we go?
Alright, so I'm going to tell each one of the crew members. I'm going to turn around and tell each one of the crew members to protect each one of these guys that are in combat right now with their lives. For this is your captain. Show your support to your captain.
All right, telling them just to go at it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
So that's what they're gonna do. They're just gonna go at it. So I've actually built them some character sheets. So I'll utilize them on multiple. So well, we're gonna go ahead and send a couple over this way, and we're gonna have some of them follow you. Yeah, I'm gonna send these 3 over this way. And they're gonna get all up in. Yeah, they were. Make sure I'm. Okay. And these 2 are gonna follow you. Okay. They're gonna stick with you. I'm gonna go ahead and make it attacks. I'm with my longbow against some spiders. So that's going to be 1 hit. Observe the damage. 7 points. Check that on here. All right, so I'm going to attack with the next. That's a natural 20.
Yeah, buddy.
That's going to be another 8 points of damage. So that brings this giant spider's career to an end. Our third recipient is going to attack the spider in the web here. Okay. We're going to shoot with our longbow. Unfortunately, he has the same difficulties you did, and he shoots, or as you did with the witch bolt, and just narrowly misses him. I have 2 more that are over in that area, and they are within range of said spider. And because it's up in the sky or up above the ground, it's not going to be getting a bonus to defense by being blocked, so it's going to be normal attacks. First one's a 21, that hits. That's going to be 7 points of damage.
Nice.
So you see that spider drop out of the web, okay, and lays upon the ground, dead. Okay. The other henchman, let's see, range. I got 150-foot range. with this longbow. So let's see from where I am. I think I can hit that shambling mound right there. I'm going to try. That's a total of 15 to hit. Shambling Mound's AC, I believe, is a 16. It's a 15. So it hits. I'm going to roll damage. Almost full damage, so it's another 10 points of damage to the Shambling Mound. Okay. So your reinforcements have definitely changed the battlefield a little bit there, Gert. Well done with your heroic entrance. Okay. So, with that, it brings us to the bottom of initiative, which is, of course, when the bad guys go. So we're going to start right over here with Mr. Shambling Mound. And our closest target is Captain Bondavento, which is actually attacking it in melee at the moment. I'm going to go ahead and make multiple attacks against you. A multi-attack, Captain Bond. So, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to make 2 slam attacks. Okay. First one, I'm going to get a plus 7 to hit. So that is going to be a 25. 25 does hit.
Does it though? Does it?
Well, I'm
I'm just
observing
kidding.
your character
It does.
sheet as I make these rolls. So unless you have something to prevent it, yeah, it does.
I'm just kidding. It does.
And then I'm going to roll my secondary attack. That's going to be a plus 7 to a 12, which is just narrowly a 19.
Is it a 19 or is it okay? So if it's a 19,
So
it
plus-
hits. Yeah.
The 17, so that does hit. So this does 2 things. One, I'm going to roll damage for the slam attacks. Each one of the slam attacks is a d6. I hit twice, so it's going to be 4d6. Then we're going to add 8 damage to that one. Okay. So that's 6 plus 8. Okay. Which is going to, of course, make that 14 points of bludgeoning damage to you.
Mm-hmm.
And so from there, because he's hit with both of his slam attacks, we're going to engulf you. Okay. I need you to make a grappling save, which is going to be your choice between acrobatics or athletics. I have a feeling you're going to choose athletics.
I'm choosing athletics. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Otherwise, he's going to swallow you.
Yep. Yeah, I'm doing athletics just because I got a plus 8 and then a plus 1 on that with my ring.
Okay.
So technically a plus 9.
Okay.
17. 26.
26. Very good. So you narrowly escape his attempt to grab you. So he tries to get his vines around you, and you manage to escape him with your swords blocking them from grabbing you. Okay.
Yep.
And that is going to end the Shambling Mound's turn.
So that was 14 damage, right?
That was 14 points of
Oh, cool.
damage, correct. Okay. So we are going to attack with the giant spider against your flying longsword. Okay.
Yep.
So I'm going to roll an attack here. And it critically failed the attack.
It did a 1.
So it rolled a 1. Now we're not using fumbles in the game, so it's just going to be an automatic miss. So it tries to attack and misses. It tries to bite the longsword. We could even say that it's successful and realizes that's a bad move. Anyway, that ends the monsters that we see on the battlefield. Yes, I said a key word, didn't I? You see on the battlefield. So, a lightning bolt strikes out of the storm, shooting down into a random area on the battlefield. Do you see that?
Yep.
Okay. And rising out of the earth where the lightning bolt strikes comes a large shrubbery. So now there's two. So you can place them slightly next to the other one to create a little path. No. Okay. So now there's two. Okay. One appears before you and your soldiers there from the strike of the lightning. Okay, so it's climbing up out of the ground as we speak. Okay. And from there, it comes to top of initiative. It is Tarzinster's turn. Tarzinster, what would you like to do?
Okay. It occurs to me that we probably need to get out from under this cloud, because I have a bad feeling that we're going to have more and more of those shrubberies appear as lightning strikes all over the place.
Right.
I get the captain and Elvira's attention and tell them that we might want to move in the direction of Gert and the men from the ship. And not a wholesale retreat, but just a, what's the word I'm looking at for? Solidifying our position, so to speak.
Fall back?
Yeah, not necessarily fall. Yeah, exactly. Just basically that way we don't get overwhelmed or separated, or what's the word?
Regroup.
Yeah, we need to regroup in case we end up getting cut off from each other, and then that could get really bad. So in the meantime,
It sounds like you're finding a fancy way of saying run away.
no, we're not going to run away. No, we never run away. Not me. I'm not that kind of guy. I don't like to run. Might walk away, or fly away, but I'm not going to run away. Okay. All right. Are the spiders all dead?
It appears all but one that seems to be fighting a flying longsword.
Okay. I'm going to move.
Down to the bottom of that there.
I'm going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 feet to here.
And by the way,
Where did they-
Ryan said hi, and so did Codex 2036. They were on Twitch. Oh yeah, we're streaming back.
Okay. And now
Hi!
I'm going to. Oh, this is not great. I'm going to use a Chaos Bolt on the one that. On the one that we've already been pounding on.
Okay.
And I'm really hoping it's not electricity.
All right.
I'm
Let's
casting, and I'm gonna roll the 2d8 here to figure out what's going on with it. So here we go. Okay, so the first one is this. So it's necrotic damage. Because that was the first die tells you which one it is, right? Yes.
I believe that's correct.
So, it is oh wait. Yeah. So it's necrotic damage, and it's 13 points of damage, of necrotic damage. To this guy right here.
Okay.
And then I will use my bonus action, since I cast that spell, to put my...
Pardon me. What was the total of the damage?
13 points.
Thank you.
And my bonus action is the Tempestuous Magic. It's the effect of my Storm Sorcerer side. So, and I'm 10 feet in the air. Yeah, so that's what that blue dot is. So I'm hovering in the air right there.
Okay. And does that end your turn?
That will include mine. Yes.
All right. So you hurl a bolt of energy that impacts the shambling mound with a dark necrotic force, and then launch up into the air. That brings us to Elvira. The battle rages forth. What would you like to do?
So I think I'm actually gonna listen to. I think I'm gonna listen to Tarz's time. Fair ones. And and yeah, I think getting out of the storm is gonna be a good idea. So I am just going to go here. And then so did the shrub react in any way when Tars did his necrotic damage?
We could say that it rebounded a bit. Was blasted by it. It reacted to it. It hurt it.
Okay. I think I'm gonna try my cantrip Acid Splash.
Okay.
It needs to have a dexterity save of 14 or higher.
Okay. I will make that dexterity save. It has a -1 to the save. So we'll observe that. It rolled a natural 1, so it literally rolled a 0.
Oof.
So it fails. What's the total of damage?
It is 8 acid damage.
8. And will that end your turn?
Yeah.
It looks like
Wait,
that
sorry.
shambling mount. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna ask if I can see if it looks like it's about to be KO'd.
Funny enough, I was just mentioning that. So it looks
Okay.
as if the shambling mount is clinging to life. It looks very worse for wear. Let's just say that. pieces of it are hanging off, even though it fights on. It does so apparently in vain. Your acid forces it to collapse into a heap. If that makes any sense, the shambling mound, it drops to the ground.
Hit it again. Hit it again. Kind of like in Die Hard.
Yeah.
Hit it.
Now I can yell out, "Run, Vaughn!"
Okay.
Run, Forrest, run.
As you see the acid begin to burn it immensely, and it falls. Your turn.
What was that you cut out?
Will that end your turn? Sorry.
Yes.
So Elvira splashes with her hand some acid onto the shambling mound, and it begins to decompose on the ground, assumingly lifeless on the ground there, Captain Vaughn, collapsing in a heap. It is your turn. What would you like to do? I see you back up out of the storm. I can't hear you at this time. You are muted.
Is that better, guys? My bad. Sorry. Yeah, I moved. I ended up moving to Elvira. How much health you got in Elvira? Were you hit?
As far as I'm aware, I don't think I've been hit. I have full health.
Okay, cool. In that case, I'm going to be on my turn. I'm going to be moving to Elvira, using Healing Ward on myself, which is a cast 1d4 plus 2. Actually, never mind. Screw that. I'm going to do a Cure Wounds, which is a 1d8 plus 2.
Okay.
I rolled a 6, 7, 8, so I heal myself 8.
Very good.
Boink. Might as well, if I'm going to be doing this. Oh. Next turn, you have resistance to anybody. Yeah. I don't see me getting attacked in any way, shape, or form. Blah, 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 blah. I ran like a little beep. And honestly, I'll end my turn on that one because I'm sticking with Elvira for. Oh, my sword! My sword's going to attack. My floating longsword's going to be attacking the spider.
Go ahead and make an attack.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry about that, Patrick.
No, you're fine.
13 plus 8, that is going to be 21. Does 21 attack hit?
It does hit.
Sweet. So 1d8 plus 5. 7 plus 5 equals 12? Yes, 12. I hit 12.
Okay.
And...
So you see the giant spider as the sword cleaves it.
Whoops, didn't mean to click that.
And,
Sorry, I was bad. Didn't mean to click that.
It falls as well. The spiders seem to have been defeated. But there seems to be a new threat on the battlefield that emerged from a lightning bolt from the storm itself. So this battle seems to not be over yet, as a new threat enters the fray. But that ends your turn, correct, Ron?
I'm gonna... Yeah, that'll end my turn. I'll stick with Elvira.
Can I-
That brings us to you.
Oh, yep. So this one right here, I'm going to cast Firebolt on it.
All right. Make your attack.
Yeah, that's gonna miss. That was a 9.
Okay.
I don't have anything that I can't even move range to attack. So since I miss, I'm gonna that'll be the end of my turn.
Gert,
Yes,
I'm observing your character sheet as we speak, and you have 2 attacks per action.
that is correct. Can I use a second cantrip? Use Firebolt again?
Oh, no. I'm sorry. I don't know why when you said bolt, I thought you, like shot a bolt. I apologize. Either way,
You're good.
you're right. I apologize. You did firebolt, not, you
Yeah.
don't have a
yeah.
ranged weapon. So,
No, I
okay.
do not.
Alright, you only have the magic. Okay. My bad. You're right. Okay. You fired your firebolt and you missed. That ends your turn. Very good. Thank you for the special effects from via soundboard.
Yeah.
So we're going to move in with our henchman. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and start attacking with. Now, was there something you were going to say there, Tarzanster? I kind of felt like we cut you off there. If it's something that was going to be in game and not like a meta game thing, please go ahead.
I would like to make an Arcana roll to find out what Tarzanster knows about these things, because me personally, I know quite a bit about them.
Okay.
So I'd like to make an Arcana roll to help with this before I say anything that I'm not supposed to.
About the Channeling Man, go ahead.
Correct. So, So, yeah, I rolled a 5. Okay, so yeah, right now I'm oblivious. Although I have an inspiration die, don't I?
Yes, you do.
Inspiration.
Don't know if that would help at this point. With that roll. Is it 8-sided?
Yes.
Then I'll go ahead and roll an 8-sided and add it to it. Oh, I rolled a 1. So that's a 6.
Wow. Wow.
Horrible. Okay. So
That's
I'm
unfortunate.
somewhat oblivious.
Okay.
No. Hands up.
So that brings us to our henchman. We're going to attack this shambling mount here with these 2 guys over here. So, longbow. The first one is a critical failure, so that's going to miss. The second one is a 19 that will hit. The 19 will do 6 points of damage. I will adjust the character. Shambling mounts. And then we have, of course, our other 3. I'm going to turn and fire upon that shambling mount as well. First one's a 24 that will hit. Next is a 16. I believe that narrowly hits. Yes. And then the last one is a 8 that will miss, so we hit with 2. That's 11 and 4 points, so that's going to be 15 points. So they you see the group of warriors at least giving volleys of arrows into the shambling mount, following suit with what Gert is doing. Meanwhile, let me get passive perceptions. What's yours there, Gert? Most particularly. Let's see, passive perception. You have a 12. Okay, so never mind. Passive for Vaughn is a 15. 15 for Tarsenster, and an 18 for Elvira. Oh, that's convenient. So, what you guys notice, unbeknownst to Gert, or let's see, Henchman, you have a passive very low. You start seeing spiders emerging from the forest.
I hate spiders.
They seem to be led by small humanoid looking monstrous spiders as well. They seem to be coming out of the thickness of the forest, and they are unleashing upon our heroes right here
Oh my word.
with spider webs. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and roll some attacks there. You didn't think this was over yet, did you? So, the spiders have a +5. So it rolls a 19 for the first one. The 19 is going to hit you, Gert. Gert, you are conveniently ensnared in a web. You're going to attack one of the henchmen with some webbing. That's going to be +5 there, which was going to be, yeah, we hit them as well, so we get one of them caught in a web. With a +5, a 6, that's going to be 11. 11 misses, so one of the spiders misses, yay.
What are those?
Another spider misses, yay. And another spider misses, yay.
What?
So these 3 spiders, one of them hits Gert, one of them hits this dude here. So this dude is going to be ensnared.
What are the two things behind the spiders?
That's
Or
a
do
good
we not-
question.
or do we-
Why don't
are
you
we
go
not-
ahead and make me another Arcana check?
Okay.
They seem to be humanoid, bestial-like creatures. And we're going to attack with our webbing.
I rolled a nat 20. +1 is a 21.
Okay. Give me 1 second. I'm going to continue these last 2 spider attacks
That's fine.
with webbing. No, you're fine.
I'm just trying to stay attentive.
Yeah, I know. It's all good. And so, yeah. All right. He finally gets webbed. Okay. He gets webbed pretty good. Those last 2 actually hit. You see Chris. These 2 humanoid-ish looking creatures that seem to be giving orders to the giant spiders. They shoot. What?
Okay. I'm waiting.
Okay. They shoot from their hands, and or is it their? Yeah, I'm gonna give them the. Yeah, I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt there. They shoot with their hands, webbing out after these guys over here. Okay, I'm going to be trying to hit these guys now. All right. What they appear to be, Transistor, is an Ettercap.
Oh, these things again? Oh, I hate these things. Okay.
So the Ettercap has disadvantage from the distance he's at. So I'm going to have to roll that again. So it's a 9. Right. I rolled a 9. Yeah. All right. So 9 plus 4. So no, that misses. And I'm gonna make one more. This is of course a disadvantage. That one's going to hit. So I do manage to ensnare this guy. And we get this guy. The last of those attacks. So a number. Oh wait, no, that one doesn't count because that would be a disadvantage. Yeah. So a bunch of these dudes are ensnared now, including you, Gert.
I did have a question, Patrick.
Yes. What's your question?
I wanted you to finish up with everything that you want. I didn't want to interrupt you.
All
I
right,
have
give me
a
one more.
reaction.
Okay, if it's a reaction, go ahead. Do this. Yeah, go ahead.
I wanted to cast Shield as a reaction.
Okay. Shield. Yeah, that's something that needs to be done at that moment there, bud.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead. Okay.
All right.
It needs to be done before it is decided. Okay.
Gotcha. Okay.
That kind of
My bad.
messed up everything after that. I'm gonna have to say no.
No.
You can't cast shield
Yeah.
now.
That's fine.
Okay.
That's fine.
You can't cast shield after everything been done. You need to do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I believe it rolled a 19. Okay. And you have an
Yep.
18 AC.
Yes.
So
that
the shield
that
would have
would-
brought you up to a 23, which would have meant it missed. But then
Yeah.
every subsequential attack after that, which that was the first of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 attacks,
Yeah.
were all would have been changed based on that one. So
Gotcha,
I
okay.
cannot abide that. Okay.
Yeah. That's fine. That's fine. That's why I had that's why I was asking as a question rather than
Let
saying.
that be known to everyone. If it's a reaction, make sure you get my attention. Let me know that moment in time. Whatever you have to do. Okay? I don't care if don't mail me a postcard because that's gonna get me, tell me in that moment. Okay?
I'm totally mailing you a postcard now.
I would have cleared all my interactions 5 to 6 business days after.
Exactly.
I actually have his.
I'm gonna
I-
time it perfectly for you get it right when we start playing.
I will be mailing you a postcard now. Simply kick yourself.
I would like to catch you. Okay. So that brings us top of initiative. Right?
Yes.
Yes. I think that's going to do it. Oh wait, no. The storm.
But wait, there's more.
Silly me. What about the storm? The storm. I'm gonna roll a random die here. Okay. going to be a eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Shambling Mound is mo. So that's going to be a D4. Tarzanster.
Yeah.
I'm rolling an attack against you.
Okay. I'm in the air.
Luckily. Okay. You're good. So bursting, crackling out, I know you're in the air. It's coming out of the sky. So crackling down from the storm above, it's a bolt of lightning.
Okay.
And it shoots down at you, and it narrowly misses you. And crashes down on the ground below.
I'm sure
Harmless. What?
Oh. I was guessing there'd be another shrubbery out of the ground there.
No. No. I had that shrubbery carefully planted there.
Okay,
And
cool.
I have another. I
Planted.
may have another one carefully planted somewhere else on the map, but it's not there.
Okay, cool.
But it crashes on the ground. Now, normally, the area around it, okay, would all take damage. But because you're in the sky, no damage. Yay. So you'd be doing like a reactive damage type thing. Okay, so it misses you. Okay, and that brings us to top of initiative, which is Tarzanster. Tarzanster, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
Okay, so first thing I'm doing is I already measured it out. Right where I've got that spot right there.
Mhm.
I'm casting a fireball because it gets a 20-foot radius. So that hits both ender caps and all three of the spiders to the left.
Okay.
With my fireball. I'm dropping it right there. And it's a Dex 15 save.
Yep, that gets all that.
All up in there.
Okay.
Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you?
What was the save you said?
No, you're... Dex 15.
Okay.
Three, 6, 9.
That's one failure.
All right.
That's two failures.
6, 5,
That's three
5,
failures. That's the three spiders.
5,
Go on the other
4,
caps.
4.
That's one
4,
success.
All right. So I have.
And that's one failure.
So I
So one. So basically from this one, this one, this one, and this one all fail. This one is going to save.
I'm on the wrong page. So which one's going to save? The one at the top, the little blue, the ender cap at the top.
Yeah.
The
this
other
is-
4 all fail. All right. So,
So I
it's
need to know the damage.
10, 20, 30, 39, and 3 is 42 points. 42. Would be 40. 42. Aw. Aw. No, say it isn't so. Aw. Those poor little spiders. Too bad. What it made me extremely excited is if a red X appears on that other ender cap.
Doesn't kill any of the other cats.
Ah. He knows he's been hit though.
He knows he's
But-
been hit.
Unless he's
Yes,
immune to
he
fire.
did fail, but he's still
Unless he doesn't know he's been hit. Okay. And instead of continuing to fly for my bonus action, I am going
Oh, wait a
to
minute, that's-
spin. Huh?
I failed. It doesn't hit one of them. Wait, no,
Oh.
it does. Yeah,
It hit everybody but Ettercap. And he only took half damage.
yeah. All right, so that guy
Yeah.
doesn't.
The Ettercap dove for his life, but he's
Okay.
still got a little stint. Okay, so I am. What is that? Okay, I am going to use my bonus action, and I am going to spend some sorcery points to purchase back my 4th level spell slot that I just used on that guy, which will cost me 6 sorcery points. So I am using 6 sorcery points, and I am buying back, as my bonus action, my 4th level spell slot that I just burned.
That's fine.
And that will conclude my turn. Oh wait a minute. I'm going to also move 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 feet. No, I don't want to go there. I'm going to go 5, 10, 15. I'll go to here. That way I can still launch spells, but I'm not, these guys aren't in the way of, I don't end up launching spells through those 3 guys. That completes my turn.
All right. That brings us to Elvira. Elvira, you see a number of reinforcements arrive on the side of the forest, it appears, that seems to be attacking you. All the spiders and whatnot. And Tarzistra let loose a fireball after they let loose a barrage of webbing. A number of your companions are stuck in webbing, while a number of the enemy are burning. What would you like to do?
Okay. First, I'm gonna ask if it's possible for me to, like, look up to the sky and see if I can, like, see anything or anyone.
You're trying to observe the location of perhaps the source of the storm. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right. Make a perception check.
A 15.
15. You're looking around carefully. And you do notice something. But it's not what you imagined. You see arriving through the air what looks to be some monstrous figures. Can you see that?
Yeah, that's just great. Looks like a chimera.
Okay. So you see these monstrous creatures appearing from the south, coming upon your direction. And you can see some sort of strange distortion down here below them on the ground, just beneath the tree. And with that, will that end your turn?
No. I feel bad. When you say a strange distortion, like, can I ask, like, a distortion of what?
So, make me an arcane check.
Uh, that would be a 20.
So you see what appears as a flow of magical energy that seems to be emanating from almost a scar of some sort. From like it's disembodied. It doesn't really seem to be. When I say a distortion, you ever seen like the Predator movie, The Predator, where you can see light bending around something?
I have not.
You can see the trees around this object seem to bend. It looks like a little bit of a distortion, almost like something's there, but you can't see it.
Gracie, you know when there's like invisible things in the rain in movies, and they make it where it's almost got this shimmering look, like stuff bouncing off of it, and it's easy to see it in the water, but you just catch it with like in the corner of your eye kind of deal, where you kind of notice it. You know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about?
I got you.
That's kind of what he's talking about. The
Okay.
Predator, in the Predator movies, the Predator has this camouflage that makes it virtually invisible. And it blends in with the trees and the forest around it. But as it moves, the camouflage is computer based, so it takes a second to catch up. So you can kind of catch glimpses of it, but not make out the whole thing, kind of deal.
Are you familiar with a black hole?
Yeah.
So when you observe a black hole, unless it's like burning up like stuff, it really is just a distortion in space-time. Like there's a void there. Like in the darkness of space, there's like a void. And so you can see the stars that are behind it, but they're bent around it. Observing the, theories and laws that all great men like Einstein had come before us, observing that light does bend. And so, yes, you can see things behind it distorted in a way as though there's something in the way interfering with it. As Kurt Cobain would say, something in the way.
Hey,
Right?
so I'm
Best
gonna
I
move
can.
my 30 feet to here.
Great song.
It is. Reminds me of Batman.
Yes, synonymous now, isn't it?
Mhm.
Also, and you're right, it does work well with Batman. After all, it's a lot of confliction of feelings, just not knowing how to process things.
I was gonna say it does play in the Batman movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I moved my 30 feet. Then I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna do chill touch, and I think I'm gonna shoot it in the direction you said I see the distortion.
Okay. Go ahead.
Does a 20 hit?
A 20. Okay. So you lob your chill touch right in the center of that obstruction, that distortion. And it seems to phase straight through it. You hear a
Yeah, back about this shit.
Okay. Okay. Since I'm assuming I am under a tree, I'm just gonna kind of hide, and that's where I'm gonna end my turn.
Get behind the tree and do your best to conceal yourself. Very well. And that brings us to Captain Von DeVinto. You see that Elvira has gone to playing in the forest. Look in her direction, and you can see some monstrous creatures approaching through the air. While your compatriots battle monstrous spiders and a shambling mound, or you said a shrubbery, over on the opposite side of the battlefield. What would you like to do, Captain Bond?
Well, we need to regroup. Because right now we're spread into 3 different groups on that one. And if we're wanting to beat this witch with a B, I think
the party, don't we?
yeah, we're split up in technically 3 different sections. And I yell at Elvira that we need to go back to them. As
Or they're dead.
yeah, exactly. So I need to find out distance. Give me a second.
It's about 200 feet.
Well, I'm gonna edge around the storm as far as I can. So let's see. 5, 10. I can't see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. About there. That's about 30, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm edging around the storm.
Without
Nope.
direction, your flying sword just takes the dodge action.
Takes the
So
what?
Takes the dodge action.
Oh,
So unless you tell it what to do at this point, it's just gonna chill.
all right. Come hit our sword.
so
You should be able to move it.
Yeah, I'm moving it. Yeah, I was going to, but I didn't. I was counting how many steps to make sure I had the right amount.
So
I did let Elvira know that, I'm running. And
I sent you a message.
I saw that, and I completely forgot about that. So I'm using dash.
So Gert, that brings us up to you.
No, I'm
After
using
you-
dash.
He's running his way around there. Okay. You are currently restrained by webbing. What would you like to do?
No, I'm
Can
dying.
break free using a strength.
Yeah, I was just gonna ask, what can I do to try to break free?
You can successfully do a basically you're grappled, but you're grappled by webbing. So you can essentially choose the way you try to get free of it. Are you going to try to use your dexterity or your strength? Make the decision. I would
I'm gonna
choose
use
strength.
I'm gonna use my strength. It's
Yeah.
better at it.
So, so you're going to use, in essence, athletics. Okay,
Oh, okay.
make an athletics check.
It was the same thing. 23.
So, without much trouble, you manage to break free of the webbing. You are no longer restrained, but standing will cost you half of your movement, meaning that you can move 15. Now, as you're struggling with the webbing, you can of course see the shambling mound. It grows ever closer, and as it comes up and over this spider that was there, you see it devour it. And it continues lumbering forward. You know that if your friends or crew members are there, they're going to be devoured just as the spider was right in front of your eyes. What would you like to do?
So, I'm going to move. Actually, I'm going to fire off Firebolt. Does a 25 hit?
25 does hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Now, I got 8 for damage.
So you notice that when you hit this creature, your firebolt, it does not seem to really phase it at all. Okay, as though the flame sizzles against the dense, moisture-ridden mass. Okay. In other words, describing, it seems to be displaying some sort of resistance to fire.
Okay. And then you said I had 15 movement speed, which I will, if this is allowed, move up close so that way I can be a melee to attack with my battle axe.
Okay, you can't attack it now. You used your attack action to cast a spell.
Alright, then I'll just stay where I'm at.
Okay. You would have been probably better off just going ahead and moving forward and as a fighter, just attacking this thing. But,
Right.
But that's okay. You're there. Okay.
Yep.
You stay there. Will that end your turn?
Yes, that will.
So I'm going to start making strength saves for our compatriots here.
Hey,
Athletics of a +6.
Patrick,
Yes.
the two gentlemen that are not web next to me, can I instruct them to help the one guy that's trying to free himself next to them to help him get free?
Yeah.
That way, at least those three would be able in the next turn to be able to move in to do something productive.
Alright, so these two guys free themselves. These guys are all proficient with strength, so they're probably gonna be okay.
All right, never mind. If they can free themselves, then that's perfect.
Yeah. So they all free themselves.
Do they?
And
They have projectile weapons, Pat?
yes, they are using longbows. But at this point in time, this guy right here, he's going to step forward with his great sword. This guy's going to step forward with his great sword, and they're going to start hacking.
That's fine. I was talking about the three next to me.
You're fine. I'll get to them.
Okay. Because I was going to have them target a particular creature when it's
All right.
when they came.
Do you mind if I go ahead and do this?
Go right ahead. I just was letting you know so when you got there, since I'm standing with them, I could ask them to do that. So, sorry.
Why don't you go ahead and tell me what you want to do with them?
I want them, if they are in range, to target that Ettercap right there with their crossbows or longbows or whatever they're using.
All right. So, sure, you can instruct them to attack that header cap. That's fine.
Yeah.
All right. That's fine. Okay. Now then, those two guys are attacking the Shambling Mound. First one attacks with a 11. He's going to miss. However, this is what makes these guys really good. If your attack roll with a greatsword misses a creature, you can deal damage to it equal to your ability modifier use to make the attack. This damage is the same type dealt by the greatsword and blah blah blah. Well, its ability modifier for the attack is a +4. So it automatically does +4 points of damage. Alright, next one is going to attack. this one's going to hit. So it actually strikes it, and it's going to roll both ones, okay, for damage. However, with the great sword, I believe. I didn't choose to do that, but I believe he can change that. I'm taking up time. That shouldn't be. Maybe I didn't do that. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and use Action Surge and attack again. Six. And then I'm going to do. Oh, okay. 15. Okay. I'm going to use Action Surge for the other dude as well. Okay. And that's how it's going to hit. And that time is going to do 12 points of damage. Okay, that brings me to 62 on it. Nice. Okay, Charles History, you had instructed the guys to set their sights upon the Eder cap over here, so they're going to do so. Okay. Make attacks with their longbow, +5. First one is going to hit. The second one is going to hit. Third one is going to miss. So first one hits and does a total of 11 damage. And the second one is going to do a total of 5 damage. So go. That's going to be 16 points of damage to him.
On top of whatever fire damage you took last time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's not in great shape, but he's still okay. Alright, and that is going to end their turn. Okay. That brings us to the monsters. Isn't this the fun part? Okay. So I'm going to start with our Shambling Mound here. Shambling Mound is going to make 2 attacks. He's going to try to attack one of these guys with 2 attacks, which will be this guy right here. Okay. Shambling Mound makes a +7 to hit. That's going to miss. And they both miss. Wow, he slams them both into the ground and misses on both of them. Oh. Okay. So the Eder cap, seeing that it is not a good day to be on this battlefield, are like, nope, we're out of here. The spiders Yeah. We're going to try to attack this guy with a web. That is going to just barely hit him with a +5 to hit. Yeah. So then it snares this guy. And I should have attacked with the spiders beforehand. Would have given my guy advantage for the attack. Oh well. And I'm going to try another web. That was going to miss. And I have 2 more spiders. I'm going to attack. Web. That's going to miss just barely. And that's going to miss. So the spider webs are coming up short this time. But we did have another issue brewing down here. So let's bring our attention back down to the bottom side of this battlefield. So of course you see these 3 monstrous beasts flying forward, okay, into the combat. These creatures actually move rather fast. Well, through the sky, that is. And we are going to, as we're flying overhead, attack at you with some tail spikes. With a +5 to hit there, Elvira. I'm going to attack with 3 tail spikes. The first one is a miss. Wait, no. +5, +8. First one hits. So you have a 13 AC and you just roll the 13 total. And second one is going to hit. And the last one is going to hit. So that is really only this one manticore. Okay? That it attacks at you with all those. Right now then, I'm going to roll damage for all 3 hits.
Can I use my reaction Hellish Rebuke?
Yes, you may. Now then, this is going to be a total of 9 points of damage added to this total. So it's going to be 9 plus 11. So it's going to be 20 points of damage. That's piercing damage to you, Elvira. That is from one of the magic. Okay? Elvira? After that...
Yeah. Oh, okay.
What was your Hellish Rebuke?
It's 3d10.
3d10?
Yeah.
So the Hellish Rebuke, doesn't it come with like an attack or a save?
Dexterity of 14 is the save.
All right. It rolled a 12. So it does save.
Okay. So then it just takes half.
So what was the damage?
So 10. Let's see what. So half would be 6.
6 points. All right. Pardon me. So a fire erupts around the manticore, and it takes some damage from that. And appearing in the area we had talked about before, that there was a distortion, comes a figure. What appears to be some sort of witch. We'll get back to that. Gert. And that's you right here?
Yes.
Oh, no. That's not you. How did you get all the way over there? What is that? How are you there? I see 2 of you. You don't. I do. I don't know why there was another one of you right there. Middle of the battlefield. That was weird. I don't know how I did that. Yeah. So, we're approaching Captain Vaughn. Captain Vaughn.
Yeah, I'm here. What's up?
So we got these manticore that are coming forward. Okay, they have a 100-foot range.
Yeah.
With their tail spikes, we're going to be attacking in your direction. Let me make sure I can. Yep, I'm within range there. Range there. So I'm going to attack 1 against you, and I'm going to attack once against Tarzinstra. Now, when I say 1, so I'm going to attack 1 manticore against Captain Vaughn. Okay, I'm going to do that first. That's 3 tail spikes. Okay, that's an 8 plus. You should have it up right. Plus 5. So that's going to not hit you. The first one will not hit you. Okay. Second one, that will miss as well. And the last one with a 5, that's a 19. 19 does narrowly hit your AC, Captain Vaughn. So that's going to be a D8 plus 3. So you're going to take 5 points of piercing damage from one of the tail spikes. Next up, we have Tarzinstra. Tarzinstra, I'm attacking with 3 tail spikes, plus 5 to hit. First one is a natural 20. Okay, so I'm going to observe that one first. It's going to be double damage. It rolled 6 plus 3 plus. Okay, it's going to be a total of 12 points of piercing damage on the first tail spike. That's a critical hit. The second one's a 19. That's going to hit. And then the last one is going to miss. Okay, so an additional 8 points of piercing damage. So if we recall correctly, sorry. Need help with that, it's going to be 12 plus 5.
I got the 12 already.
Okay.
The 12
And then
already
plus
put it.
3, so plus 8. It's going to be a total of 20 points. Sorry.
Okay, so 8
Total.
more points. Got it. It's in there.
Total of. All right. Okay. So, it's getting a little bit late now. Okay. But I'm going to do this real quick before we end up deciding we're going to go one more round. We probably won't because we're starting to get a little bit late and I'm getting ready to start winding down myself. But the last action, as our hag comes to appearance, is I'm casting a spell. Okay? Some of you that are on the battlefield may recognize this spell as she begins to utter it. It is sleep.
Is this her down here?
Yes, it is. And she's casting it upon Elvira. Elvira. All right. So what's happening here?
Elvira, are you human?
I'm a tiefling.
Just wondering.
So Elvira, this goes against your current HP. Shows that you have 18. Okay. So I'm going to roll 5d8. And if this 15, you are asleep. It is 21. So unless you have something that it makes you resistant or something like that, or negates sleep or whatever, you fall. So you guys see Elvira as you had told them, or Captain Bond, to go and seek refuge, get back together. I believe was what you guys had said. You notice that suddenly you guys are attacked by Manticore and this ag. You guys are currently watching her fall asleep. I'm going to put a little something on you so we'll know that you're asleep. Okay?
I was gonna say, I can't counterspell that, can I?
Yes, you can.
I can?
Yes, you can. That's exactly how counterspell works. So this is the difference between her, you being put to sleep and not.
You being hag-napped or not?
So, with your counterspell, how this works is you attempt to interrupt a creature in the process of casting a spell. If the creature's casting spell is a 3rd level or lower, let's observe, sleep is a 1st level spell. Okay? So, if the spell, the casting spell is 3rd level or lower, the spell fails and has no effect. If the spell, the caster is 4th or higher, blah, 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 all this other stuff. But, as we just stated, if the spell is level 3 or lower, it has no effect. So she goes to cast sleep upon you, and you wave your hand and disrupt her spell, and it takes no effect. Congratulations. We're not asleep. She begins cackling and sees that she's now vexed as your spellcasting ability.
Man, I really said no.
But we're going to have to find out what happens the next time that we come to finish this Agents of the Black Hand, and with these night hags and manticore and shambling mound and spiders. Oh my! It's turning into quite the battle. Wouldn't you say?
Oh yeah.
I think.
Well,
I think
until next time.
I think aside from the fact that Elvira's cut off from us, we're doing pretty well.
And next time we'll probably have more time to play. We get started a little bit late as we weren't available to get here, and we've been struggling with some scheduling, which D&D also always falls victim to scheduling the last few weeks. Hopefully we'll be able to figure out our schedule and get back here next Sunday to finish up this round of combat, which will be really, really fun. Okay? But until then, be kind to each other. We're all in this together. And say goodnight, everyone.
Good night, guys.